Hey everybody, I'm Nora and you're watching Nori Lori's Keto and Health. Just to remind you, I'm human and I don't always stay strong to my keto game. So let's dive in and see what I've done to myself this week. Hey everybody, this is Nora and we're on to week 28 of my keto journey. That's 28 weeks that I have made public on YouTube. Yeah, my journey has been very much longer than that, so if you're new to me and my channel, I have been 3+ years on this keto journey and it's been one heck of a roller coaster ride. If you're interested in knowing my why I got started on this journey, because we all have that why, I'm going to insert somewhere above my head that video of my journey and why I got started, just in case you're curious. So, my day of eating looked very keto-esque, right? That's because I'm trying to reel in a very non-keto-esque week. What am I talking about, right? Well, we're going to dive into that here momentarily. Let's go ahead and let me insert my weigh in because I'm going to tell you why it looks the way that it does. All right, yeah, so 8 pounds up. What the heck, Nora? Well, like I said, my week was not very keto-esque this week. I have talked about emotional eating. I've been talking about that I'm on that very fine line that something could tip me over to the other side and I could possibly have a binge. That is what happened this week. I'm a very real person. I'm not one of those personalities where life is perfect and I have no stress and I make no mistakes in my keto journey and it's a continuous weight loss. Nope. I am a real person with real life things going on, and I definitely have stresses because the biggest stress being the last 7 weeks is processing the unexpected death of my husband. Yeah. You want to throw a wrench into something? Throw in death. And I'm not making a mockery of it. I'm just trying to keep it light. I guess this week kind of showed me that mentally and emotionally I'm very dependent upon my husband. He was my biggest support system, and that is no longer here for me. So a part of my job is driving the van. I drive people to our jobs. And that is making me use a tool that I don't like using, and that is Google Maps. I'm probably going to be downloading Waze, because anybody who's used Google Maps for a minute will know that Google takes you down some crazy ways. And Google Maps tried to take me some crazy ways. And it likes to take you off the main road to maybe avoid going up a mountain or some steep curves, or maybe avoid a traffic light or two. And you get right back on the main road. Like, what the heck, Google Maps? Just keep me on the main road. Why? Anyway, you're not really saving a lot of time. You're certainly not saving yourself a headache. And my Google Maps added a stop on me one day, so people were frustrated with me because it was taking longer to get back to where we needed at the end of the day, because we're all tired and cranky. And I was frustrated because Google Maps was acting weird. And when I finally just turned that bugger off, I realized it added a stop that took me off my course and was trying to add another half an hour of time. Yeah, very frustrating. That frustration with not having a very good outlet for it sent me to eating non-keto foods. Now, normally a cheat doesn't affect me too bad. I can make my next meal keto and I'm okay. But it was just a series of events this week, and I ended up, I didn't care. Basically, I didn't care. And non-keto meals turned into a binge. 2 days. 2 days. And now I'm 8 pounds up, and my joints are telling me all about it. My knees and ankles and wrist, all about it. And then I get these weird pains, like in here. It's like, what the heck, you know? Why is there inflammation there? I don't know. I don't understand it. But in a nutshell, that is where I'm in my week. I am not okay. I'm not good. I can even tell you that my daughters, my step and my daughter, I consider them my daughters. That whole step stuff, it doesn't work for me. This is not how my husband has seen the children. They were our children. I can tell you that we are all processing this about the same. He spoiled us. And I think mentally and emotionally, it's all kind of hit us right now, how dependent we were upon him. We don't have to say it. I see it. I'm mom. I see this stuff. I know where I'm at. I pick up on their cues. You know, the boys, they process differently, and they had different types of relationships with them. And, you know, we're all kind of coming into different aspects of how he impacted our lives. But us girls, we definitely was mentally and emotionally dependent upon him in many, many ways. And we're all about on the same timeline where we're starting to realize just how dependent we were on him. And we're really feeling that absence. And we're not okay. We say we're okay. We're not okay. Mentally, emotionally, I'm not okay. And a lot of people have reached out and said, hey, you know, I'll talk. Text me anytime. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the prayers. I really do. The most I can do is vent, but it doesn't like really emotionally release what I need to. That's what my husband did. He didn't have to say anything special. It just, I don't know. He was my sounding board, and I could just emotionally release that frustration or whatever was going on. And I don't have that. I have my children, but I'm mom. I feel that is putting a burden on my children. And I'm not all about that. I'm mom. I deal with those burdens. I deflect that from my children. I don't add that to my children. And not even that my children would care, because they do not care. But it's not the same relationship. It's not an emotional release for me. And I can even go to my girls and say, I'm here, but it's still the same scenario. We can vent about it, and it helps a little bit, but it doesn't truly release what we need to release. It's not the same. And so it's not that I'm not wanting help. I do. but it isn't going to be effective for what I need right now. So, like I said, I used food to self-soothe myself because I'm clueless right now on how to release this. I've ugly cried. It only helps a little bit. And I mean ugly cry. I ugly cried. I mean, my cat came on a run like, oh no, mom's not okay. Here, maybe my purring and rubbing on her will help her. Even my dog is just like, oh no, mom's not okay. What do I do? What do I do? You know, so I've done the ugly crying. I've tried a lot. Self-soothing absolutely does not help. Well, you know, it's what I used to do, and I don't know what to do. But upon thinking, there is a few things I can do. I am a Reiki 2 practitioner. It's energy healing. I do this for other people, and of course I can do it for my own self. That can help me release some of this energy, this pent-up energy that I have. I can also do some meditation too, and I am going to try that this week. I am not going to let this bump in the road of my journey control me. It does not define me by any means, and I'm not going to let it. I had the bump. I gave in. I'm not going to do that. But I have no lies to tell. I'm struggling. I am not okay. I cannot say that I will not give in to this again. But I will tell you, I will try my hardest not to. I've got to get back on track. I finally have the foods here for me to add some snacks so that I can hold over. If I would have just done dirty keto options, it would have been a whole lot better. But some days are really long days, and I had 6 long days this week, and I was just emotionally, mentally drained. I was physically drained. I was tired. I did not have the strength to say no. And it just all came together at the same time. So, like I said, this doesn't define me as a person. I had a fabu. I gave in. I had that bump in my road of my journey. And I do refer to this as a journey because the end result isn't as important as the journey to get you to that result. Okay? So, every bump in the road, as I process this new change in my life, this grieving process only helps me to be able to help other people. And truly, that is what I want to do in life, is help you. So if I can motivate you, inspire you, and help you through your own stressors in your life, that is a win for me to help you. So if you're dealing with anything like this, reach out to me. If you're struggling on your keto journey, because I mentor people too for free, I would love to help you out. You can email me, you can DM me on Instagram. That information is all down in the description box for you. I would love to help you out. And like I said, if I can inspire you and motivate you and help you, that's all I'm striving for with this channel, is to be able to help other people. I'm going through a very difficult situation right now. I don't understand why at this point in my life I needed to go through this, or my children needed to go through this. But that's where we're at. And this is not like a usual stress that comes into your life for a few hours, a few days, a few weeks. This is going to be a stressor for the rest of my life. I know as time goes by, it just becomes easier to handle. And I'm going to develop different coping mechanisms. And you're on this ugly ride with me. Congratulations. But anyway, I'm just being real and honest with you. I'm not going to sugarcoat my life. I'm a real person. I'm going through stresses. I'm not okay. But I'm going to find a way to make it okay. I'm going to find a different approach, and I'm going to be sharing that with you as I go on what's working for me and not working for you. Or working for me. Sorry, not you, me. So that I can help you, right? Alright, so I'm not going to keep you for very much longer, and I will be having another video came out this week. Yay! So yeah, I'm starting to feel like a little more normal is coming into my life now, even though I'm struggling. Yeah. See how that works? But anyway, remember, your journey begins with you. Do not overcomplicate it. You can't get started if you overcomplicate it, or just don't get started. Remember, pick a meat, pick a fat, pick a vegetable or two. You can totally critique this to your lifestyle, but just get started. Bye, everybody, and see you next time.